signature features on smartphones. Now, I have 10 smartphones on this table, and they all have signature features. Now, some of these features that I'm going to refer to, you may not consider a signature feature, but I do. Okay. It's just, this is based on my opinion and how I feel about the situation. But signature features on smartphones, they matter, and they definitely matter to me because it's the thing that excuse me, it's the thing that makes the phone itself stand out from other smartphones. Because I don't necessarily say you got people that are strictly Apple and they have, some signature features on their device. I would say like the face unlock. There's no other face unlock on the market like Apple's. It's super, super secure. Okay. So they have that on lock. Now there's other places that can make a face unlock as secure as Apple, but they just choose not to do so. But that's a signature feature for Apple. Okay. So that's what I mean by signature features. So all of these devices I have on the table have all signature features, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to try to do this quickly. I'm not going to get into super detail showing you every feature, but I am going to mention them as much as possible. Now, some you may say I didn't mention, it wasn't on purpose, and maybe it's something I don't consider a signature feature, but this is just my video and my opinion. All right, let's get started. Now, the first device I want to talk about when it comes to signature features is the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra. This is a beast of a phone. It's my second favorite device, right after my Note 20 Ultra. Now, one of the signature features is definitely this rear display back here. And with this rear display, you can shoot video, you could take photos, you can control your media, you can receive text messages, notifications, and also you can control, I think you can also reject and receive phone calls, all on this rear display. So this rear display is no gimmick. Okay. It's a real feature, and it's the only one that's out there right now. I don't know why Xiaomi removed this, and they shouldn't have, but this thing, I love this. Okay. Used as a viewfinder for taking videos and photos. I mean, it does pretty much everything the front display does, except it's just a lot smaller. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the super wallpapers. I don't have those, so I can't show you that, but I have other videos that I did on this where it shows you the super wallpapers, but that's something that I like as well. Also, you have this fingerprint sensor, and you may say, well, why fingerprint sensor? Well, it has haptic feedback, and you could also change, like, I think it has like 5 different animations. So that's a signature feature to me. All in-display fingerprint sensors do not have haptic feedback. Note 20 Ultra doesn't. Okay. Quite a few phones don't have any haptic feedback with the fingerprint sensor. My ROG 5, no haptic feedback at all. Okay, none. And I don't like that. I want to feel a vibration. But that's just me. Next is the IR blaster. Now, what is that? That's the remote. That's the remote control. Let me see if I can find that really quick so I can show you. I thought I had it on the front screen, but apparently I don't. Let me see. I've already done other videos on it, but basically, because I don't want to waste too much time because I got so much stuff to cover. Okay, I just found it. Mi Remote. So basically, you can see I got 4 TVs set up on here, but it's not just about TVs, but I'm going to show you. See, it's a universal remote control. So I love that. And also, when you press there, this plus sign, you'll see all the other things that it controls. So it's not just about TVs. So I love that. That's a signature feature on this device. Next is the wired and wireless charging animation. Now I apologize because I didn't have my cord set up. Let me do that real quick because I do want to show you. Hold on. All right, so I want to show you this charging animation when you charge this all wired. It's a nice animation. I love it. Now that's nice. Now you can see that it's giving juice to the battery. I love that. See, that matters to me. That matters. I know that's not a big deal to some people, but I like that animation. Now, for wirelessly, bring this up a little bit so you can see, because it does both. You get a different animation when you're charging it wirelessly. See that nice animation? You're getting a totally different animation wired and wirelessly. That's a signature feature. I love that. Okay. Now, the next signature feature on here for the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, you're getting 67-watt super fast wired charging and 67-watt super fast wireless charging. So basically 36 minutes from 0 to 100% wired and 0 to 100% in 39 minutes wirelessly, and 10-watt reverse wireless charging. There is no other phone out on the market now except for maybe the Vivo, I think. Maybe the Fold or either the Vivo Note that gives you 10-watt reverse wireless charging. With this, on Samsung devices, you're getting 4.5 watts. Unless you're going with the Note 10 Plus that gives you 9, and the S20 Ultra that gives you 9 watts of reverse wireless charging. And their wireless charging is only 15 watts. This is 67-watt wireless charging. So those are some signature features I love about this device. Next thing is the second space. Now, I'm not going to go into that just to keep things rolling, but you could basically have two phones at the same time. You use your fingerprint or you put in a code and you get a whole new home screen that's separate from this, and it'll just look totally different. So it's like having two phones in one. So you have second space. And also, the last thing, 120 times zoom on this camera, which is crazy. 120 times zoom. Now, I'm not saying it's going to look, clear and sharp and clear. No. But if you wanted to get a good moon shot or something real far away, you're going to be able to see it with this. So I love that. So these are all the signature features that I love about the Note 20 Ultra. Next on the list is the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now, I also, this is the phone that my SIM card never comes out of. This is my main device, okay? First signature feature, in my opinion, is the display. Samsung makes the best displays on the market, and they make displays pretty much countless companies out there. I mean, they make displays so they're known for their displays. So that's the first thing. The 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with 1500 nits peak brightness. I love this display. It's beautiful and it's super bright. Next thing is the dynamic live and lock screen wallpapers. Now, I'm not using the live ones, but I'll show you the lock screen. Every time you turn it off and turn it on, you're going to get a different wallpaper. And I love that. So that's signature to Samsung. Now, the live ones, I don't have that. I'm not using the live ones right now, but they have that as well. And I love that. Next thing is the thing that they're known for as far as the Note's concerned is the Bluetooth S Pen. And with this, you could do so many things, and there is nothing else out there that can do what this S Pen does. You can take pictures with this. You can control your media. You control the volume up and down, go left, right to the next movie. You can sign stuff right on your phone, documents. It's just so many things you could do with this S Pen, right on the screen right now, so it's a ton of things. So I love the S Pen. The S Pen is what makes the Note the Note. Of course, the other things that I love about signature features that on a Samsung device are edge panels, edge lighting, Samsung Notes, Samsung Dex, Samsung Pass. Now, Samsung Dex is really, really nice, and there's nothing out there right now that can compare. Like, you can basically take your phone and use your smart board or TV or your computer as a laptop. It's so cool. I love Samsung that. I don't use it that much, but it's just a really nice feature to have on your device. And there's nothing else out there on the market like it right now. You get secure folder. Expandable storage used to be a signature feature, but they removed them from their new devices. But that's why I'm not giving up my Note 20. I'm going to use it until it stops working because I need expandable storage. And also Bixby routines. Now, Bixby routines is supposed to be somewhat like Google Assistant, but everybody prefers Google Assistant. But Bixby, I've gotten used to it. It has some things to it that I actually like. It's not bad, but that's a signature feature on Samsung devices. So that's all the things that's on that are signature to me on the Note 20 Ultra. Next is the Google Pixel 4 XL. Now, the first thing that I really like about this, now, of course, you got the face unlock. Let me get it unlocked. Excuse me. Now, what makes this face unlock on here really good is that it's so secure that I can actually use it with my banking app. Now, I'm not sure why they didn't put this face unlock on the Pixel 7 Pro. I don't know. But on here, I can actually use it for my banking app. And believe me, if the face unlock was not secure, my bank would not allow me to use it. But it's very, very secure, and I like that. Next thing is the squeezeology. What's the temperature outside? So basically, you squeeze the phone to activate Google Assistant. Now, that's something they took away with the Google 6 Pro and also with the Google 7 Pro. I don't know, because I love being able to squeeze it and then activating the Google Assistant. I love that. That's cool. Also, motion sense. Now, what I mean by that, wave your hand, go left to right as far as on YouTube. If you want to go from video to video, or if you're listening to music, just wave your hand, go from left to right, the previous song or the song that you just, the previous song, or you want to go forward. So motion sense, that's also something that they removed from the Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 7 Pro. Is not on either one of those devices, but it's a signature feature on the 4XL. Also, the voice to text is so friggin' accurate on this thing. I'm not going to show you, but I'm sure you've seen videos on it. But it's super, super accurate. The voice to text on this thing is crazy, okay? And also, the biggest thing feature is the cameras. Now, Google makes some of the best cameras on the market, like for point and shoot. Like, they don't even need a pro mode, honestly, because the point and shoots are so good. And even though this phone is a couple years old, the cameras are still pretty excellent. So they're known for their cameras. That's a signature feature, in my opinion. Next, let's talk about the Redmi Note 11 Pro. That's this bad boy right here. Love this device. This is a $259 device. It's huge. It's big. It's bright. I love it. First thing is the IR Blaster. Same thing. Made by Xiaomi. IR Blaster. Now, I don't have it set up on here, but a universal remote control. Next, dual stereo speakers on here by JBL. These speakers will blow your head off. I'm serious. They're so loud, but they sound good. Good quality stereo sound. Next, you get a headphone jack. That's a signature feature, something you don't see on smartphones anymore, hardly, unless you're getting a budget device. Expandable storage, up to 512 gigabytes. I love that. A 5,160 milliamp battery. 2 days of battery life for me with heavy usage. Now, if you're a light user, if you have this, you could probably get 3 days. So this battery is beast mode status. Next is the 67-watt super fast wired charger. Basically charges from 0 to 100% in 45 minutes. Love that. This phone also comes with second space, 2 phones in one. And the next thing is the camera. Now, the reason why I'm bringing the camera out and talking about the camera on a $259 phone, because this is a 108 megapixel wide dual pixel lens on a $259 device. 108 megapixel wide dual pixel lens. And I'm telling you, this thing takes really, really good photos. So those are all the signature features on this device, the Redmi Note 11 Pro. I love this device. Next on the list is the LG Wing. Now, I don't think I really have to say why this phone is so unique. It's pretty easy because of that. That's it. There's no need to explain any further. The screen, it's dual display, and it's on a swivel. The dual swivel display, that's self-explanatory right there. This thing also has pen support, and also you have the gimbal mode. When you go into the camera, you have this gimbal mode right here, and you could turn the thing left to right, up, or down. So I love this gimbal mode. See that right there? Love that. And also you can get dual recording as well. All right. So that's what makes this phone so special, because of the swivel, the dual swivel display. LG Wing. It's a heavy phone too. So that's not the kind of phone you want to hold up to your ear for a long time. Next on the list is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. Self-explanatory once again. It folds. You open it up. You start from this small display on the front to a bigger display. And also, you have flex mode. So you can watch content like this. Say if you want to watch something on YouTube. And first I got to turn the volume down because I don't want to get no copyright issue. Turn the volume all the way down. All right. Start a YouTube video. So while I'm watching the video, if I want to be down reading the comments, I could do that. See, I could be right down here in the comments. Then if I want to reply, I can reply. So I love that. I love that flex mode. That's cool. And of course, you can open up with the multitasking. You can open up as many as five different windows. Well, 4 actually. Yeah, so 3, 2 up at the top, 1 big at the bottom, and then you can open up another one in the middle. So multitasking is a beast on this. Of course, Samsung Dex, Samsung Pass, Edge panels, Edge lighting, Samsung Notes, secure folder, and the newest thing, which I thought I had on here, but maybe I didn't activate it. I thought I did. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. It should be on display. Hold up. Yeah, it's on. I don't know why it's not showing, but I know I have the taskbar. So, wait a minute. I don't know why it's not showing. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. The taskbar, I know it's on here because you can see it right here. See taskbar? It's turned on, but oh, there it is. See that right down there? So you could just go right into something just by pressing it. Go right there, go here, go there, just by pressing it. And of course, you can combine 2 apps together. So the taskbar is also something pretty cool. You can continue from apps to apps, from inside to the cover display, Bixby routines, and I did mention the 4-window multitasking. So I love the Z Fold 2. Those are the signature features on this device. Alrighty. Next is the ROG 5. Now this is a gaming device. Now I'm gotta move this over a little bit. All right. This is a gaming device. This thing is beast mode status as well. 144 hertz refresh rate. Most devices do not have a refresh rate that high except gaming devices. But you don't understand how fast and how smooth it is until you use it. Now you can go 120 and you could go 90 and all the way down to 60. So they give you options, but I didn't get this not to max it out. I maxed it out at 144. Not an issue for the battery. I'm still getting 2 days of battery life with 144 refresh rate and 100% peak brightness. So I rock my phones out, just rock them out, and always on display. But first thing, 144 hertz refresh rate. Next is the dual stereo front-facing speakers. Now, these speakers are literally front-facing. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's a grill right here, and the other grill is down here. They're both on the front, not the bottom, not the top, on the front of the device where they should be, because you're going to get a more immersive experience, okay? And also, these speakers come with DTSX sound and 2 dedicated amplifiers. These speakers on here will literally blow your mind. These are by far the best speakers I have on any smartphone on this table. And even the ones I don't have on this table, they can't compete. The only ones that come close, I would say, is the Xiaomi Note 11 Pro, Redmi with these JBLs. That's the only thing that comes somewhat close. And then I would say a good third would be my LG V60. But other than that, and the Z Fold 2, they got good speakers too. But these speakers are by far the best. Nothing is even touching these. All right. You get the RGB light on the rear, which if I turned it on, it would light up red or whatever color you want. The LED notification sensor, which I turned off because I'm just constantly getting notifications, so I had to turn it off because it'd be flashing all night. But there is a LED notification light sensor that you could turn on, so when you're charging it, when it turns green, you know it's fully charged, or certain messages, it'll turn certain colors. So that's cool that you got that. That's a signature feature that I like. You got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack at the bottom, which I love. I love that. I always love a headphone jack. And a 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC. Love that. That's cool. And you're getting dual USB Type-C charging ports. So you got a charging port right here. And you got one here at the bottom. So say if your phone's getting low on battery, all you got to do is charge it in from here and continue to play. Because you couldn't have it here because it would be disruptive. But you plug it in here and you can still do your gaming, no problem. I love that. I wish all phones had dual USB Type-C ports. That's cool. Next is the 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Is the biggest battery that I have in any device that I have. And I easily get 2 days, no problems. And the next thing is the 67 watt super fast wired charging. Now this is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, but I can charge this thing in less than an hour. And I just did a video on the Pixel 6 Pro, and that's supposed to have 30 watt charging. It took me 2 hours to fully charge that. This is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, and it can charge fully in less than an hour. So y'all tell me what's wrong with that. Next thing is the wired charging animation. So I got to show you what that looks like. Now this is my favorite charging animation by far. I love it. And I think you're going to love it too. It's very out there. Very gamey. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I just wish it lasted longer. That's my favorite. That and the Xiaomi ones are my favorite. I love that. I just love how big it is. So, but I'll show it to you one more time. I love that. That's awesome. Love that. So those are all the signature features on the ROG 5. Next on the list is the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now this is one of my favorite devices, and a lot of it is I just love the excuse me, let me put in my code. A lot of it is the performance. The performance on this phone is so awesome. I mean, it's so buttery smooth. It's right up there with my Xiaomi Mi 11. This is probably my second best phone when it comes to just performance. You know, because the Mi 11 is number one. This is second. Then I will probably go with the ROG, probably third. And then LG's, the animations and smoothness is without question. They actually beat Samsung, in my opinion, when it comes to just performance and smoothness, like just buttery smoothness. That LG Wing and that LG V60 is sweet when it comes to just performance, honestly. All right, so you got this fluid AMOLED display. There is no other display out there quite like this one. And the main thing about it is the motion graphic smoothing. Like it makes everything just look so real. Let me see if I can give you an example. And you may not be able to tell. I hope you can, but I'm going to try. Let me see. Go to what was downloaded. Okay. So it's going to start. See, it's saying it's starting. Now it just makes everything super clear, super sharp. Like this is not how it looks without that on. This is how it looks after. I mean, it's so super clear. Like I hope you can tell because this is not even in HD. It's just not. It's in regular definition. And this motion graphic smoothing improves everything. It doesn't matter how old it is, it improves everything. So that's probably one of my favorite things about this device. I love watching content on this because it makes everything looks awesome. I mean, even if it's old, it makes everything look awesome. Next signature feature, sorry, is the alert slider, which is right here. Now, it's not a big deal for me, only because I don't use it. I keep all my devices on vibrate all the time. But for those of you that, you like to get, you don't do that, then you want that alert slider. Sometimes when you want to hear your notifications or whatever, you have the option to go from silent to vibrate to back to normal. And you have that option with that alert slider. So that's a signature feature. And OnePlus was known for this for a long time, and then Apple adopted it. But it's been one of their signature features on their phones for a while. For some reason, they didn't put it on I don't know if they took it off the 10 Pro or if they took it off the 10T. I'm not sure which one. I don't remember. But I know one of those devices, they removed it, and a lot of people don't like that. But that's definitely a signature feature. All right, next thing is the fingerprint reader. Now, some of you may think it's not, but first of all, I like how big this is. Now, this is the biggest fingerprint sensor that I have. Out of all the devices that I have that have in-display fingerprint sensors, this is by far the largest, and it has a nice animation, as you just saw, and you can change the animation on here, and also you get haptic feedback, so I like that. Next is the quick launch with the fingerprint sensor. Now, let me see. I'm going to show you that. I don't use it much, but I like it. So you press it and you just hold. See what happens? I hope you can see that. So that came up, and then say if I want to go to YouTube, all I do is slide over and it'll take me right to YouTube. So I'll show you again. So if it's off, you just press it and hold, and it brings up these 5 different quick launches to your favorite apps. So if I want to go to Spotify, I go to Spotify and it opens it right up. I think that should be on every Android phone. I love that. I really love that. So from the lock screen right into your favorite app without having to go into your folder. All you just do is just press your fingerprint sensor, hold, it pops up, and you go straight to it. I love that. So those are all the signature features on the OnePlus 8 Pro. Next is the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I mean, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, so the signature feature is clearly the thing that it folds. That's the biggest thing. Everything else is just the norm stuff you get with Samsung. You do get you can do the flex mode on here as well. So if I go onto YouTube and say I want to watch a particular thing, and I fold it, and it automatically slides this down here. Sorry about that. Automatically, I can still watch the video, slides everything down here so I can be in the comment section or whatever. So I like that. And the thing about it is so small and compact, and you got your front display where you can get your notifications and things like that. Say your notifications. You can get rid of them. And you go here, you can control your media. You can get your calendar, weather, your event for the day, how many steps you took, people you called the most, your alarms, your timer, and you could add more. But the thing that makes this so cool is that it flips open. And the thing about it that I love about it, you got a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display on the inside. So it goes from that little pocketable device to a large device once you extend, once you open it up. And the display is beautiful. As you all well know, Samsung devices make the best displays. So those are the signature thing. Now, of course, all the things that I mentioned on the other Samsung devices, same thing you get on this one, except no Samsung DeX. And that's unfortunate because that's $1,000 device. I mean, I didn't pay $1,000 for it when it first came out. It was $1,000, but nobody should be, Samsung shouldn't be pricing something that high and not having that Samsung DeX on it. That's not right. And the last device I want to talk about is the LG V60. Of course, this is a beast too. Big giant display, 6.8-inch POLED display, beautiful, bright. Animations are smooth. This is a very, very, very smooth phone. I love this device. But the thing that stands out to me, the signature features for me, is the expandable storage up to 2 terabytes. Now, LG, from what I know, and I've been watching cell phone videos for probably close to 10 years now, they were the only company to offer 2 terabytes of expandable storage. The only one that I know of. And they were offering this on the LG G4 before a terabyte was even created. They was giving you that. So, excuse me, LG was very innovative. They innovated a lot of things that people really probably forgot about. And it's a shame they're not around. But the biggest thing I think for most people when it comes to LG, as far as a signature feature, is the 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC. Along with that headphone jack. And I forgot to mention that headphone jack and that quad DAC, that is a deadly combination, because I'm telling you, the sound that you get out of here, if you use high impedance earphones or even just regular hi-fi stereo, the sound is just unreal. It's just unreal. And of course, you can use this. Also supports pen support. It doesn't come with a pen inside, but you can actually use a pen to control the display. Excuse me, got tongue tied there. So my biggest things on here, of course, and you got a big giant 5,000 milliamp battery that lasts easily a day and a half, no problem. And the speakers are great too. But the main things is that headphone jack, the quad DAC, and that expandable storage up to 2 terabytes. Those are the 3 main signature features for me on the LG V60. So that wraps it up, and I'm glad I wasn't an hour. I didn't want to be an hour, but these are all the things to me that that makes these phones special, and that's why I have so many of them, because they all do different things and they all have their special features on them that I really love. And they all do, some of them are similar with certain things, but some of them are very, very different. There's nothing on this table like the Mi 11 Ultra with that secondary display. Nothing on this table like it. Nothing. Okay, with the Z Fold 2 and the Z Flip, they're similar because they both fold. And of course, and the LG V60. I mean, the LG Wing is just so unique because of the way it swivels. So those are probably the most unique devices on this table. Is the Mi 11 Ultra, the Z Fold 2, the Z Flip, and the LG Wing. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. I hope it turned out well. I hope you guys are staying safe. And please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.